Hey my everythings, I hope that you all are doing well. If you are new to the channel, welcome. If you would like to get notified anytime that new reads are being posted, please feel free to subscribe and also hit the notification bell so that you can get notifications anytime that new reads are being posted, okay? This read is going to be for Taurus. Taurus, I'm seeing that the spirit of true self is seeking security from some type of insult. Like, so if you ever insulted somebody, obviously there was an emotion and an intention behind it, and spirit is seeking security in that. I'm also seeing body piercing is like strongly involved in something that you experienced during the cycle of this read, so take it as it resonates. I'm seeing that regardless of what your experiences have been during the cycle of the read, by the way of what the ego is seeking security in, the soul puts the spirit of true self through experiences, right, to mature you spiritually. And the spirit of true self knows the difference between the ego version of you and itself, which is the you that you are and will be left with regardless of the experiences that you've had in this lifetime, okay? So the spirit of true self is something like a register to the soul that it submits to, that it's in alignment with during your lifetime. And the soul orchestrates for you to go through these experiences, and the spirit of true self like submits to that. Now, I'm seeing that the spirit of true self that is not rooted in the ego is trying to send you a message about yourself. That has to do with self-knowledge. Couldn't be more right. Regarding self-knowledge, the spirit of true self is saying to dive into your depths where your truth resides. So that has to do with, like I said, the spirit of true self trying to send you a message about knowing yourself, okay? Then I'm seeing that the spirit of true self is also sending a message about a time for blooming and to celebrate your success. That's going to be this coming summer. So all of the hard work and the efforts that you've been putting into whatever it is that you've been really working towards, praying about, etc. Spirit is saying, like, in the summer is going to be your season of reaping the rewards from all of your hard work, okay? Then I'm also seeing bear totem, where spirit is sending a message about retiring into your den to find answers. So it's like spirit of true self is telling you to reflect, maybe even meditate, go to like your safe space so that you can find these answers that you can only get from within, and that self-knowledge will come full circle for you with all of the hard work that you do internally and that you invest in externally for you to see the benefits of when the summer season comes, okay? I'm also seeing partying. So during the cycle of the read, all of these different aspects to your life have influenced this message, okay? So time that you spent with friends, having fun, being single, if you are single, and living in the moment. Then I'm seeing Phoenix energy. So the Phoenix energy is a representation of you transitioning into a new phase of your life. Like I said, I am seeing that Spirit is sending a message about the summer. So, you know what's so interesting about what you're doing now is that you may be focused and grinding and like working hard. You may have been dealing with like trying to process some type of insult that somebody said to you, or an insult that you said about someone else, right? And I'm seeing that like the hard work that you're doing now, you just may be like so focused on it that you don't even realize that you're about to go into a new phase of your life in the summer. Or maybe you do realize it, okay? So I'm seeing renewal and growth, a changed mind, and rising from the ashes. And the reason why I say maybe you don't realize it is because with the Phoenix energy, it says like a changed mind. So as the ego, spirit of true self, is seeking security from some type of insult, maybe whatever someone insulted you about, or maybe you insulted yourself, or you insulted someone else, you're going to have a changed perspective about that by the way of doing like some inner work, and then maybe external work as well, because that's balanced with the duality of who it is that you are as a co-creating spirit within the universe, that you will see the benefits of it when the summer comes, okay? And I'm seeing that something that's just naturally going to start happening that comes into alignment is healthy choices for you. Like that changed mind, the way that you think, is going to be more in alignment with you making healthier choices, okay? I'm seeing self-love and self-care, being happier and experiencing love in your life. And then what will bring it full circle is the mirror energy, because you have to be okay with the person that you see when you look in the mirror. You have to love the person that you see when you look in the mirror. And that's not just physical attributes, that's, like I said, internally, right? So I'm seeing the mirror energy, like you could be mirroring someone else, someone could be mirroring you. They are portals. And I'm also seeing self-reflection. So, like I said, you could be doing the work within, getting that self-knowledge, going into meditation with the bear totem energy. Spirit is trying to communicate something very strongly to you about yourself, okay? Healing from those inner wounds and making healthier choices, okay? So, I'm seeing that the soul has been teaching the spirit of true self some lessons during the cycle of this read. I'm seeing some northern wind, some western wind, and also some eastern wind. So with that northern wind, I'm seeing that the soul is teaching the spirit of true self a lesson about partnerships and community building. It could also have to do with how you're navigating through your community and your partnerships or your relationships as a sovereign entity, though, as you're like integrated within your society or your community, okay? I'm seeing that one of those lessons, though, that you're learning is about your love life. So you as an individual sovereign entity are navigating with the northern wind your own love life, learning lessons about it in the way that you operate or that you want to do it, or what is really your true self. You're operating and you're navigating towards the truth about yourself in regards to your love life, okay? Because that's where it's leading you. Then I'm seeing the western wind. So with the western wind, I'm seeing that the soul is teaching the spirit of true self a lesson in regard to process of looking for a job. So maybe you were looking for a job, maybe you are looking for a job. Either way, both of these winds have come together to be the reason why why your life is going in the direction that it's going in. And I'm just seeing that the spirit of true self, both ego, you know, that's seeking security from some type of insult, and the spirit of true self that's helping you focus and navigate on the lessons that really need to, like, why your spirit is really here, right? Not just the surface level stuff. The surface level stuff, I can't understand, you know, someone looking for a job, right? Because it satisfies survival needs. Though at the same time, you go through that experience so that the spirit can go through a certain experience, right? And spiritually, what is it that you think about? How do you interact with people? What is your relationship like with the Most High, the Creator of all, right? Do you believe in yourself more than not? Do you give up? Are there parts of your dreams and your aspirations that you neglect or you abandon? All of those kinds are the relationships that you neglect or you abandon. All of those different kind of aspects of being human that transcend and help the spirit learn and grow and become more mature are the essential parts of why the winds move the way that they move in your life. So I'm just seeing, and I felt like I needed to explain that, because with the western wind, it does talk about the process and what really steers or helps you as a spiritual being be able to steer towards the truth that the spirit of true self is actually really seeking, right? So I'm seeing that with the western wind, the soul has been teaching the spirit of true self a lesson about looking for a job. And I hope that you find one, or I hope that you found one that was a really good fit for you, okay? Then I'm also seeing that the soul is teaching the spirit of true self a lesson with the eastern wind. So you got winds coming from both directions. And that's not for no reason. So maybe you felt like you needed to make a decision, or the spirit of true self needs you to focus on being navigated north, or that was a big key factor in how you were able to manage being pulled or pushed in both directions, while the northern wind is also a key factor, right? So you have your love life with the northern wind, you have the process of looking for a job with the western wind, and then with the eastern wind, the soul was teaching the spirit of true self a lesson about the perception of freedom. So it's really magical that you were experiencing everything that you were experiencing during the cycle of this read, because there's the mirroring energy, there's the self-reflection, there's the introspection, there's the healing from the inner child wounds, and your perception of freedom is the lesson that the spirit of true self is coming from, to help you navigate figuring out how you as a sovereign being make these decisions in your love life, while you're also going through the experience of the process of looking for a job. And what comes full circle is you making healthier choices, you expanding upon your self-love and growth and love for others, and caring for yourself and being happier and loving life in general. And then you also are going through a new phase and transition from what all just started out as having a good time with your friends and living in the moment. I mean, at some point we as spiritual beings have to acknowledge the soul in gratitude, like so much gratitude for raising us the way that it does and how it does it, okay? And I'm seeing that with the bear totem and in the summertime, by the way of the spirit of true self leading you with self-knowledge, you really will come into an awakening and an awareness that gives you reassurance. So, the emotions and the specific messages that are involved in the overall reading are for you to feel joyous. I'm seeing that you're focused because it says I'm in my own zone. So you may be feeling, like you're focused, you're in your own zone. You may be in that meditative bear totem kind of energy. Working hard towards something so that you don't feel forced into anything. Like I said, there is the spirit of true self, learning that lesson by the way of the soul about the perception of freedom. With freedom, you don't want to feel forced to do anything, do you, right? So, for you to feel calm in whatever decision that you make. For you to feel content with those decisions that you've made. There's someone that's interested in you, or you may be interested in someone else. And if you are, for you not to feel guilty. For you not to feel enraged. And you may feel like this, like you really need the strength and the right words to say something to someone, or someone may feel that way about you, okay? And I'm seeing that spirit is saying for you not to feel hesitant. Okay? So, if you are not familiar with how it is that I do my reads, I do them based on time that has been offered or is available to me for me to be able to share the message with you. So, thank you. The time that had been offered to me is the Three of Pentacles. With the Three of Pentacles energy, it really is a representation of someone being able to zone in, focus on being able to build up their skills and their talents. And that's what I'm seeing. So thank you for the offer. It is a representation of female intelligence that was offered to me. So thank you. Then the energy that I see you in for the cycle of the read is the Fool energy. So the Fool energy is not a bad thing. I know sometimes people are like, you're a fool. Though in tarot, the Fool is not someone that is lost to themselves. With the Fool energy, you're just adventurous and you feel like exploring, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's a part of the human experience, right? So I'm seeing someone that's going to be adventurous, or someone that has been adventurous during the cycle of this read. I'm seeing that you've been adventurous, you've been doing new things, and you really just, this is like, you may be mature, is what I'm seeing. So the reason why I kind of like paced a little bit is because I'm also seeing magical and ancient. So you're being received as like an old soul. That's just what I'm seeing. Like an old soul going on an adventure and a journey in a realm that's enchanting and miraculous and marvelous. And that's how you're being received. And even though it's something that you've never explored before, that you've never done before, you're not miserable in it, right? I'm just seeing someone that's tapping into ancient magic, and people can tell as you are exploring these, like I said, the divine parts of yourself, the depths of who you are, and where your truth really can, be expressed. Okay? So, in the past position during the cycle of the read, I'm seeing the Page of Swords. You were being received as new and refined. Like, So the Page of Swords is someone that is like truth seeking, right? You're already in this full energy, or the sum of the cycle of the read is you being in this full energy, adventurous. So I'm just, looking for a job. So with the Western Wind, it is showing that process of you looking for a job, right? And with the Page of Swords, this is someone that's truth seeking, that's trying to find information, that is interested in, turning the chapter, like starting a new chapter, maybe even beginning again, right? So with the Page of Swords, that's what I'm seeing, and you're being received as someone that's like refined. So you went through something, and I'm saying, like I'm seeing that Phoenix energy where like the new beginning, the changed mindset, and the pursuit of being in a new phase, right? And I'm seeing that this is not something that's half cooked for you. Like this is something that it was destined for you to be in this energy, and it's not for nothing. So the fact that you were even looking for a job to begin with, that was all part of the process of what it is that you do with your time and your life, as this is based off of the perception of freedom and you living in that truth, okay? Then I'm also seeing the Five of Swords reversed. So with the Five of Swords reversed, it is representing that there is no competition for you, and you are being received as incredible and wonderful and qualified to do what it is, whatever it is that you're doing. You're not being received as lazy, and I'm seeing that like because you are ambitious in how it is that you want to move forward, there is like a frequency of excitement that also supersedes you as you continue to go on this new journey and this new adventure, this new phase of your life, right? And like I said, you're not lazy, you're not boring, and people are like really intrigued by you, okay? And that's it for the cycle of the read. So let's talk about your future. In the future, I'm seeing the Ace of Cups, which is a new love opportunity, something that you're passionate about. I'm seeing that whatever this Ace of Cups is, the representation of it is like caring and good. Like it's someone, or it's a love that cares about you, that's good for you. And I'm seeing that it won't be a shock to you that you get this love offer, okay? As the Northern Wind says that, your spirit of true self is learning a lesson about partnerships and how you individually navigate it in your love life. So this could be you making a love offer, or this is someone making a love offer to you in the future. So take it as it resonates. Then I am seeing the Page of Pentacles. So with the Page of Pentacles, I'm seeing like you're getting some money. Like maybe money that was owed to you, some type of refund or something like that. That's really what I'm seeing. And I'm seeing that whatever it is that like you're getting back financially, or that like was an asset, something that was owed to you, something of value, is like timeless. So maybe you lost something and it's coming back to you. I'm just seeing timeless here. And then I'm also seeing beautiful and stylish. So I'm just seeing like something that means a lot to you and has like a lot of value that is coming back to you, okay? So then I'm seeing the Magician energy, right? The Magician represents you mastering something. So I'm just going to step out on faith and say that I think that what you come into mastering is this self-knowledge that Spirit of Truth Self is directing you to master, right? Because the message that Spirit is sending, it says dive into your depths, like what's important to you, the fiber of what you are, all that makes you what you are, and then your truth, that's where your truth is, right? So I'm just seeing like that you'll be mastering that, and probably it'll come full circle by the summertime, right? Yeah, it says a time for blooming, so celebrate your success. So I'm just seeing like whatever changes or transitions, healthier choices, or whatever healing that you needed to do, introspection, self-reflection, discipline that you needed to do. I'm just seeing that by the summertime you've become the master of yourself that Spirit wanted you to be, that it's been working on you, with you, for you to become, right? And I'm seeing that this is a divine intelligence within you that you're aligned with, you know, that you were born with, that wants you to be in this mastery. Because I asked while I was pulling the cards, like, well, what are they meant to master? And you're meant to master the Ten of Swords energy. So what the Ten of Swords energy means, being backstabbed, being disappointed, being let down, being betrayed, all of those different types of experiences that you may have experienced in the past that caused inner wounds, and maybe were the reason or the source of why you insulted someone else, or why someone else was insulting you, or why the ego was seeking security in an insult to begin with, or from an insult to begin with. I'm seeing that the Magician energy in the future is a representation of you mastering the emotions that were associated with being betrayed, being let down, being disappointed, right? All of those different kinds of experiences where in the past you would have responded in a ratchet, unruly, bullish type of way, right? You would have been loud, you would have been fighting, you would have been, you know what I'm saying? Just out of control. Though I'm seeing that it was essential for you to go through the process of everything that you've gone through, so that in the future you stand strong in this mastery of the intelligence that is within you, that is your truth, okay? So as far into your future as I can see is that your perception of freedom leads you to that mirroring energy where you are making healthier choices, right? And the reality of it is, I'm just seeing that it was hard work for you to let go of toxic ways, to heal from abusive experiences or relationships, and even responding in an abusive and toxic way. Because if you don't learn better, how can you do better? And if you only learn better by the way of your experiences, and someone reflects upon you that you can be better, then it's not necessarily that you changed because someone tried to change you. You changed because you were destined to. Because you evolved. Because you saw, and your spirit of true self knew that it would benefit you. And you're going to see the benefits of it in the summertime, is what I'm seeing. So all of this hard work with the Seven of Pentacles energy is going to pay off. And I'm just really seeing you in this energy as graceful and healthy. And this is a time for you to relax. Okay? Because you've worked really hard. And in this frequency, in this energy, you're not disturbed. And the whole experience of your pursuit and how you've navigated towards your freedom in regard to the job and your love life and making healthier choices and healing from inner childhood wounds, like this next phase of your life is going to be a graceful one and a healthy one. Mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, and financially healthy. However that looks to you, however that feels to you, based off of your mastery of self-knowledge. Like, this is about your spirit of true self. And I'm just seeing the angel message saying to be assertive about what that looks like and feels like for you, even if it's to yourself, right? And I'm also seeing to communicate that clearly, whether if it's to yourself or anyone else that you're building that freedom with. And I say that because the mastery of true self is going to take precedence by the way of the intelligence within you, and that you're also connected to within the reality that you co-create with. You have permissions to do that. So your ability to communicate clearly that you want to make healthier choices, whether if it's to yourself or, like I said, to other people that you interact with, which is a part of the process of the co-creation with the universe. The thing about that statement is that the universe co-created with everything else that was here before you to contribute to making you. So surely you are not excluded from that, even if you were apart from this physical reality. You've always been a part of the spiritual realm. And now that you have the spirit and the voice that animates the vessel within you, that you have permissions to animate, Spirit is saying to communicate clearly and be assertive. Because your grace, your health, your peace of mind is your priority. So to you, Taurus, I know that you are bullheaded. However, that's just like a really soft version of yourself. As all human beings, we are vulnerable in these vessels. As immortal as our spirits may be. So I do send you love and light and a graceful and healing part to the next phase of your spiritual journey. And I will see you all next time. Bye.